We made it. Oh my God, we made it. Coastube, Kaler, Kiwi, Cold. Oh, that's really pleasant. All hard season case. Oh man, we're here. I gotta turn my camera on. Oh my God. Oh boy, what a morning. Cold, you missed it. We were chatting a little bit earlier. I had some cap card issues. It was like a confluence of disastrous events. And I figured out what happened. So my PS5, I streamed through PS5. The video wasn't coming out because I did a system update and it changed one of the video settings, so it wouldn't display. So I got that fixed up. And then Kaler, Kiwi, Coastube, I didn't even mention this. Then my cap card in OBS, or my OBS crashed, so I had to reset everything up from scratch. Good grief. But we're all good. We're all good. We made it. If this was a while ago, I would have taken that as a sign to just give up, but that's not the vibe. So here we are. We did it. Who else is here? Bear. Bear Tackle. Morning. How's everybody? How are we doing today? I don't know where I am. It's a little bit afternoon, so got a couple hours to just sort of chill. My girlfriend and I are going to a concert tonight. There's like a bunch of bands that are playing, and there's this band called Converge who are out of control. So we're gonna rock that later. But I got some time. I got some time to just hang out. Yeah, system updating is just, don't do it. If it ain't broke, don't do it. Kayla, you're always here. You're always here for moral support, amoral support. What were you saying yesterday? Bad influencing, all of that. Yep, classic L. All right, so I think the vibe is we're just gonna play for like an hour or two. Hopefully, we'll get ourselves a win since last stream was pretty rough. And look at this hot mess of an outfit. I think I should just keep this. This looks terrible. This looks terrible. I'm gonna keep it. And I think we're all good up here too, right? Yeah, we're good. We're straight. Azure, good morning. All right, so I think against my best judgment, I think I want to do a survival run today. I rarely do survival, and I think it's a vibe. I think it's a vibe. Let's go completely let's go completely different than usual. All right. Oh, and the other thing too, one of the things that got a little messed up was my monitoring with the audio. So if y'all aren't hearing the game audio, just let me know, and I'll do a couple of quick resets on my end to get things rolling. So Kaler, I'm not I'm not being funny. I'm not rage baiting. But based on the conversation that we had yesterday, since Toothpick has two different icons, should I rank them should I rank them both separately when I do a tier list? All right. Doing some good damage. Vampirism. Let's see if I'm pronouncing this right. Zakmir, big fan from Indonesia. Hell yeah. Hello from the other side of the world. Mr. J doing a Gambit build. Throwing cards. Nice. Survival run with Dead Inside. No. Dead Inside experiment did not go well, so we're not doing that. Kiwi. Dead Inside Redemption. Not today. Coastube trying to get Dracula with the killer achievement. Yeah, that's it. That one's really tough, man, because you gotta you have to hit him without any of the extra affixes stuff. So if he dies from dot, or he dies from what do you call it, like you just said, the arrow, or if like the weapon drops a bomb or something like that, it's not going to work. So that one's a surprisingly tough achievement to get. Not a fan. I don't think I even have it on this. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. I don't even have it on this one because it's such a pain. Bro, that is rage baiting. Is there Death Scythe and Quick Bow? So those are both decent. Let me rephrase that. I think Death Scythe is quite good. Quick Bow is fine, in my opinion. The damage on the arrows is just okay. The criticals, since you need 3 arrows in an enemy, sometimes it can take a little bit to get going. So it's a little underpowered. My advice would be to just pick a color that you like, depending on your vibe. Tactics, obviously, low HP, faster and more, smaller damage sources, brutality, good melee, nothing super, super chunky, and then, survival, high health, whatever. So, pick a color you want and then just start to explore the items within that color to see what you like. So you might do a tactics run, pick a few things and then be like, this isn't my vibe, and then maybe go back to a brutality run and give that a shot and see how that feels. I think, the general advice for anything like that would be to just try a bunch of stuff and see what resonates the best for you. All right, I think there's going to be a shop around here somewhere. Oh, we got ourselves a challenge rift. What's up? What did I say, Kaylor? I said, after I used dead inside, I wish I was dead outside. That was so bad. That was so bad. Why nature? Stuck on 5BC, play survival because HP is a problem. Any advice? So this is something that like we joke about sometimes, but I would take it as serious advice. If you're playing survival and you want the extra HP and you want stuff like necromancy or other things that are going to be helpful, I would say try to find an off-color item, like a legendary, or is this a legendary up here? Might just be a regular oiled sword. Try to find yourself a legendary or something out of a curse chest that is off-color, so that way you'll get the speed of something like brutality or tactics, but also the HP of, HP or survival. Break the door, get cursed, suffer. Alright, so how many kills do I have? Do I have 26 or more? I have 29. Alright, so don't blow it. I just got to get these rats. There we go. Good. I think this is the other scroll. It is. Good. Rocking. And that's it. I'm gonna take that for the health. I probably don't need it since we're so early here, but I'm gonna take that for the health, take the amulet, and then we'll hit up the rift and see how this goes. Grab this. What do we got? Nope. I think the amulet I left on the map. Here we go. Here we go. I'm pretty sure the amulet we left on the map had an extra jump on it too for survival, so I decided not to take that one there. I think it was the same stat spread. Here we go. Easy. All right. Let me grab that amulet. Then we got to make a decision. Where do we want to go? All right, so we're straight here. Where do we want to go? Castle outskirts, no. Arboretum, maybe. Sewers, maybe. Prom, maybe. I like Prom a lot, and I feel like Sewers, for me, I feel like is better suited for a tactics build, just in general with E-Whip and all that other stuff. So I think we're going to go Prom. Yep, Kiwi, yep. Ice Shards is a great secondary. Take all the cursed biomes. Yeah, I will. If I see anything, I will. I'll take Vigor. Well, let me rephrase that. Yeah, I'll take cursed outskirts. Let's make this. It can't be any worse than the end of last stream. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Yeah, Coast, that was a really short rift. Maybe because it was early on. Maybe because it was in PQ. All right, this is a huge mistake. Where is it? Yo, Outskirts isn't even showing here. Wait, what? Oh my God. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Look at this. There's no Outskirts here. So I wonder, here we go. I wonder if that's because when I was doing Boss Rush, I uninstalled the DLCs and now Outskirts just isn't here. That's hysterical. Let me check something real quick. Let me see what we got here. Manage game content. Castlevania is installed, but the biome ain't showing here, huh? That's really funny. All right, so I have an idea. I get a quick idea here because I do want to take Cursed Outskirts for the memes. All right, I'm just gonna uninstall. Let's uninstall and then reinstall, and then we'll see what happens. Double rift in a single biome would be sick. That'd be sick. Get yourself a couple of extra scrolls. Or like every 1 in 100 rifts, you get a rift and a rift. That'd be pretty sick. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna uninstall. I'm gonna reinstall Dead Cells, and we'll get this awful Outskirts going. Told you, man. This stream is a shit show. It was destined to be a shit show from the very beginning with all those OBS problems, but we'll make it work. Normally, what do you call it? Cursed Outskirts. I think, I'm not trying to be funny, I legitimately think Cursed Outskirts is probably the worst biome combination in the entire game. The entire absolute game. So Kaylor, if you ever question my friendship and dedication, this is proof. We have video proof that I will uninstall Dead Cells. I will uninstall Dead Cells to make sure that we get Cursed Outskirts. Man. All right, so while we're waiting, we get ourselves a couple minutes. What's up? What's up with everybody? What are y'all doing this weekend? I mentioned I got that concert tonight, and then I think tomorrow I'm just gonna chill tomorrow. Actually, that's a lie. The Patriots and the Bills are playing at 1, so I'm gonna watch that game. But what's everyone else up to? Kaylor, I know you did some housework this morning. Pretty sweet. Adulting, right? Oh yeah, we got ourselves a couple minutes here. This is so funny. This is so funny. Oh man. Oh, you're having internet problems in your Angie? Dude, I think there's got to be some vibe. There's got to be some there's got to be some connection between the two of us this morning. Internet problem, streaming problem, Cursed Outskirts problem. I could have just kept going, by the way. I could have just went straight to Arboretum and said we'll do more Cursed Biomes later, but let's I definitely want to push through. Got to push through. Hopefully this miserable download speeds up. Coast, going out with family tomorrow. Gonna sleep. Yo, so what time is it where you are, dude? I know you're also on the other side of the world, but I don't know what the time difference is. Because I know right now with like Bran and Daniel, I think it's like 7 hours ahead of where I am. Yeah, because Castlevania is a big problem. I've said this 100 times, I feel like, but sick weapons, biomes a little enemies a little I wonder too. All right, so it said Dead Cells was ready to play. I wonder what version this is. So I think we might be able to actually. No, I don't want to mess with that. So the version that I have on disc is version 3.4. Oh, it's 3.3. So it's pre-clean cut, and it's also pre-curse. It's also pre-curse update. So if I do that, we actually won't be able to go to Cursed Outskirts, which is the whole point. Coast 11 p.m. Okay. All right, that's good to know, man. Wow. Kaylor, you don't love Castlevania. No way. Absolutely no way. I'm reminded of that dude that was here last stream. It's so bad. Sometimes I can't remember people's names. But I'm pretty sure he mentioned that Castlevania DLC was a scam, and I thought that was very funny. I thought that was super funny. It's super funny. Azure, you got a chem pre-board on Monday. Oh, that's sick. Do you mean you're going to study organic study organic chemistry, if I'm reading that right? That's great. So when you say pre-board, is that sort of like an evaluation or some kind of test or something like that? So, Kos, you think the only worthy DLC is Queen in the Sea? Interesting, man. Do you just mean as far as content or items or whatever? I don't know. I think the sickest part of Queen in the Sea is that we get two extra bosses back to back. I feel like that's a nice little gauntlet, and it's definitely way longer than the other end bosses as far as timing and everything, because you got to go all the way up the lighthouse, fight 3 different times, fight the queen at the end. Yeah, I feel like I like, as far as DLCs go, just personally, I like them in the order that they were released, like Bad Seeds number 1, Queen's number 3. Although the end, like I was just saying, the bosses in Queen in the Sea are really fun. So pre-board is the test before the final board exam. That's sick. Well, good luck. Good luck and congratulations on being in that position. That's fantastic. Sounds like it's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work, so good on you. Yeah, Coast. Biomes and bosses, everything feels perfect and refined. Word. Yeah, I feel like that update also brought more of like the advanced. I think those weapons were the more advanced, like with the exception of Yumi, maybe. Having the positioning for Tonfas, having to use Wrecking Ball in a way where you can do big damage and not open yourself up too much. Hand hook. Hand hook, right? Excuse me. Band name, never gotten to see a stream. Love the content. Awesome. Thanks for coming in. You must have missed the beginning a little bit. It's been a little bit of a challenge getting all my equipment working, and I got to update Dead Cells real quick. We had a DLC issue, but hopefully in the next 40 seconds we'll be able to get back in, and y'all can watch me lose a run in Cursed Outskirts. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. And I guess Kaylor, the point is, if you're not taking Cursed Outskirts in a stream, are you really streaming? If you don't take Dead Inside instead of Disengage, are you really playing Dead Cells? If you have like 7,000 hours in the game and you still make awful decisions, are you really a YouTuber? All right, we're good. We're updated here. Let's continue the run. Outskirts better be here. After all that, it better be here. Oh, and it's not. I wonder if because the level I wonder if because the level generated it's not before if the biome generated before whatever. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. How much is the damage on these things? Yeah. I could restart the run, but that messes up stats. So I like to call it quits like this. All right, so we're going to outskirts. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Band name DLC's after 4 BC. Castlevania's too scary to do. Word. Yeah, it's definitely hard. At least the beginning biomes. All right, do we have cursed outskirts here? Cursed prom, but we got incentivized outskirts. So this works out in my favor. Let's all right, this horrible outfit I think is bad luck too. let's pick a Castlevania one just to go along with the theme here. What do we got? I gotta take my head off. I think I want to do a death outfit. I feel like purple death is sick. Let's do red death. All right, so this worked out in my favor for now. For now, I think I'm still gonna. Oh, here we go. Get ourselves a nice little survival setup here. We'll do the same thing. But now we got a little bit of extra crowd control with the throwable objects right off the bat. Right off the bat, we got ourselves an elite. I'm gonna leave that on the map. Hopefully, we can scrollman it before we get out of here. All right, beautiful. All right, got him. All right, we're good. It'd also be great if we saw either a curse chest or a challenge rift here to make up for the extra scroll that we got in that last run. That'd be beautiful, but see what happens. All right, so what have we had to do so far? So there was the OBS debacle. There was the castle outskirts debacle. There was the reinstall debacle. I don't know what's left. Maybe a plane engine's gonna fall through my roof, like Donnie Darko. It's just gonna come right through, and that's gonna be the end of the stream. All right, I'm gonna try not to lean on. What do you call it? I'm gonna try not to lean on throwables too much here. What we got? All right, we're good. I'm gonna take the cat over the turret. Speaking of Castlevania, wow. So three of the things I'm rolling with here are Castlevania. We got 2 skills and the outfit. Cold survival stretches you out. Is it because it's too slow? Like, what's the vibe? Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I could be generalizing here, but I feel like survival is pretty much 50-50. Either people really like it or they don't. Look at the cat. The cat was just tripping out. That's hysterical. Yeah, we'll do flawless over toothpick. All right, so we got 26 too. So this was after a bit of a unfavorable beginning. We got ourselves a nice chance here to get 30. There we go. We're straight. Good. All right, and I think that's... Did we get everything? Oh, there's something else over here. Probably just an item. Actually, we haven't gotten a chest yet, so it's probably a chest at the end of this. All right. Hey, buddy. All right, we're good. So this is going to be fun because we already have enough melees to get ourselves enemies spawning in, and outskirts is one of the absolute worst biomes to keep your melees down. So we're gonna have like a nice little melees showcase. I feel like is the best way to the best way to build this one. We're gonna have a lot of melees. We're gonna have a lot of teleporting enemies. We're gonna have a lot of fun stuff. All right, we're good. All right, cat's helping out. We're good. And then still haven't seen a chest yet. Oh, we have actually. Oh, that's where I got the flawless. That's right. All right, I think we're gonna grab this necklace here, get a little bit of extra HP, so we can also hopefully scroll manip. We're going to outskirts. Excuse me. Going to outskirts, baby. Final Destination stream. That's so funny. I love the Final Destination movies. They're so bad, but so good. Band, you love survival, and tactics is your favorite because you love being a mage. Yeah, it feels good. Magic missiles are fun. Lightning bolts fun. What do we got? Ooh, sickles. I'm gonna take this over the cat just because outskirts has a lot of like open-ish areas, and I think I'm gonna get away from throwables. Little guys, cold little guys are the bane of your existence on survival, coast, rats, and buzz cutters. Oh yeah, always. Always, always. Yeah, death sight's sick. Want to get biters out of here. Frozen, rooted, that's fine. Scissors are great too. Yeah, I know, Kaler. Rip curse biome. We'll do it. We'll do it. I think I'm gonna take what we're talking about. What doesn't kill me in Bren's stream. I'm gonna grab that over instead of Necro. Azure, I like the cat more. I feel like for me, leg hugger doesn't perform that great. With the legendary, you get 2 of them, so that's a bit better. But yeah, in general, don't love them. Also, LOL to the enemy spawning in before we even get into the biome. This is going to be juicy. It's going to be juicy. There we go. Alright, and I do feel like I'm getting away with a little bit because Flawless is such a speedy weapon compared to some of the other survival stuff, but we're good. Oh, Coase, you like the leg hugger better. No way, man. So I think I'm correct in saying this fun little fact. I think the cat is the only item, weapon, skill, whatever, that can randomly do crits. Because every once in a while, when it's going out there, it will attack an enemy and does a critical. Super strange, but I think that's the only one in the whole game that can do that. Oh boy, look at this. Look at that, just getting destroyed. It's so funny. Yeah, let's do a little switcheroo here. Brutal. So I think, what is it? What doesn't kill me is 2? Yeah, 2.2. Alright, let's see if I can... salvage this. I definitely do not want to use a flask. Way too early. Way too early. It's, in my opinion, it's better to throw the run. I think Necro... At this point, Necro would have only been like 0.8% or something like that. Not too high, but so I feel like this is what doesn't kill me was still the right move. Watch out for this dude. So the move with those, I think they're called Throwmasters, right? The move with them is to get beneath them as much as you can, or as low as you can, so that way they aren't able to hit you with the bones they throw. So that's usually what I like to do. I'll do it up here, assuming I make it, assuming I make it this far. But that's what I like to do, and you'll see it once I get to some of the higher, some of the later. Oh, yo, saved by the big food. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I am not going to take that cursed out artifact. Although, Kaler, you still here? There you are. Hate Flawless for the bug. Yeah, they never fixed that. Owl, I don't love. Adi, Serenade's good. A lot of micromanagement, but it's I like it. Smoothest outskirts you've ever done with Bat Volley. Dragon, did I hear about it being released for free on mobile? I did not. Band name, absolutely best in the survival. Or excuse me, best healing mutation for sure. I think it caps at like 6%. It's out of control. Malaise is crazy. King Kaler. I don't know why I just said King Kaler. That's so funny. Pick it up, do it. All right. Here we go. So you wanted, this is the closest we're going to get to a cursed survival run. Or excuse me, a cursed outskirts. So all right. I should focus here. Part of me does want to lose so that way I can so that way I could do a different biome, but all right. Let's go up. I just heard another enemy spawn in. It's probably could have been an automaton or something that's stuck below us. All right, what do we got here? Do I get some bats? Yes. Easy. Easy clear here, hopefully. All right, so we got 6 left. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful, huh? Bam. Cursed Outskirts done. Immediately takes huge damage. All right, we're good. My goodness, huh? The other thing too is I should probably parry, right? If we're gonna use what doesn't kill me, I should probably take more time to parry, since that's the whole that's the whole point. All right, let me see if I can goat these bats. All right, let's see if I can get these. All right. All right, so we're making. You gonna come down here, dude? Here we go. All right, sweet. Yikes. Dead Cells Mobile, only the base game. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Oh, you called him Sans? That's really funny. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I feel like the projectile trajectory is... It stands out, and I think they absolutely did that on purpose. I mean, number one, because that's how the skeletons were in the original Castlevanias, but also, like, trying to make this DLC as bad as possible for you. Oh yeah, I forgot we got harpies in here too. All right, so the other thing I should do too is I should also allow enemies to transform a little bit. Try to get some of that malaise down. Yeah, see, so here's another bone thrower. I want to get as low as possible to avoid them being able to ruin the run even more. All right. Can I get the harpy to... Oh, yeah, see? There it is. There's another one. Man. All right, Elite Harpy. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. I'm gonna wait until my what do you call it? I'm gonna wait till my ice armor comes back so I can get have a little bit more control over this. Oh, there's 2 of them too. Boom. Oh my God, sickles are so good. All right, made it. Made it. So, Kaler, thanks to you. Look at this. Dude, look at how much money I have. I have $26,000. 26,000 gold in the first biome. So that's the kind of bad influence that's actually good. That's like good bad influence. Because it's win-win, right? Either I did what happened, you clear the curse and you get the money, or you don't clear the curse and you get to get out of outskirts and start a new run. Alright, so let's see if I can, again, better parry these enemies so I can get some additional health. I think, what's the affix? So we got enemy bleeds after thawing and slowdown after thaw is twice as long. I feel like that's not really affecting us right now. Right. Can I get down here? Beautiful. Yeah, another thing I don't love about the outskirts is teleporter locations. So I would bet that once we get down here, there's no what do you call it? There's gonna be no teleporter down here, so we'll have to manually make our way back up. All right, let's see. Yeah, see, so that's the thing. So I feel like there's a lot of these little nooks that you have to go down, look for stuff, and then come back up. There really wasn't anything even down there. It was just a few enemies. All right, let's play it safe here. Boom, 60. Any weapons in the game that are a personal favorite, but I have a hard time making them work? Wow, that's such a great question. Oh, how about flawless? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That I'd have to think about that. That's an excellent question, because I feel like that does bring up the idea of form over function, or whatever you want to call it. Oh man. All right, so wow, we got 2 good duels here too. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate my ice armor. I'm going to activate the sickles, and I'm going to try to get under these skeletons as much as possible. Yeah, look at this. Is there another one over there too, or am I seeing things? Nope. All right, so I don't remember if we got any food. There it is. Favorite? Man, that is such a great question. What I'm doing is I'm trying to think of items that I take that get me right off the bat, like if I take them out of the tubes. Maybe hard light sword. That could be a good one. I feel like it's a little tricky timing wise sometimes, but also the damage isn't that great. Not great on bosses, but it's fun. I like it, but I do find myself taking damage with it. So I think, yeah, I think on first examination, I feel like that'd probably be the answer for that. And it's tough too. It's tough when you like something and you just can't you can't always dial it in, and it's not necessarily like a skill thing. And before Kaler says it's a skill thing, don't get hit. All right. Bodied. Yeah, Yeah, ban hard light sword's a super cool weapon. Yeah, it's just a little tricky. But yeah, that was an excellent question, man. Thanks for asking that. I feel like you know, I get a lot of questions that are, you know, generally like progression stuff and, you know, what weapons do you like, but no one's ever actually asked me that. All right, so I didn't parry this harpy yet. I didn't parry them then either, so it doesn't matter. All right, I'm gonna grab root grenade now that I've had a little bit of extra cushion here. I'm gonna grab root grenade. I really like that. And we still have like 2 more whole areas to clear out, I think. So this, I think that teleport goes to the ossuary, which we're not going to go to. We're going to do corrupted prison. And then there's a section where there's a shop. Where is it? Yeah, this area here is probably going to have a bunch more enemies that we're going to have to clear out. No! Oh, thank God. All right, and those other 2 enemies on the map are just Malaised enemies. I'm not gonna go out of my way for them. All right, we got ourselves a weapon shop. So what do we get? A 7. I got 4s now. This could be fun. Yeah, let's do that. And then, hey, corrupted prison is cursed. So there we go, Kayla. We got something, right? We got something. Here comes Vigor. Epic clip farm. Yeah, Kayla, that's actually really funny. I never thought about that. Never thought about that. I feel like I'm not like a YouTube Shorts kind of guy, you know? Rain, answer to that would be Wrecking Ball. Good on. It's really good, but good God, it's bad. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough maneuvering item. Purple double weapons, green tends to go with. Oh yeah, somebody asked about dual wielding. I think roll to parry. Yeah, it depends on the build. I think it depends on the build. Sometimes it depends on where you're going. And the thing about Armadillo Pack is you don't have to think. You can just roll through stuff, and you know, if I took Dillo Pack now, any melee parry would give me health. It's great for enemies that throw projectiles and bombs. Legendary War Javelin is a ton of fun. Oh, it's so fun. Look on the bright side. Yeah, I got 26,000 gold. Yeah, weapons cool over the ones that are broken. Yep. Epic run. Yeah, Rain, it can be a little redundant. I feel that. Can I get poisoned on this thing? I'm actually gonna keep that. I like Victim's Freeze. All right, we're doing it. Let's take the. You want to talk about the real goat? Let's take Damn Vigor. I am not gonna do bank. I promise, Kaylor, I do every curse biome I see. Yeah, Rain. It's a Wrecking Ball's great. It just takes a little bit of time. The good thing is I kind of prefer this over the legendary. With the normal one, you get a little bit more time between attacks, so you can kind of plan better. I am not going to take Grappling Hook. All right, let's see what the... Let's see how this goes. Let's see what the Corrupted Prison has for us. We got a cursor down here. Beautiful. Get that out of the way. All right, I think this is going to be an easy clear. Yep, there we go. Yeah, one of the great things about this particular Alucard sword is it does poison on hit, and since you can get like 3 or 4 hits off pretty quickly with it after that initial attack, it's going to be helpful for spreading some poison around. Yeah, this is going to be quite good. What a difference too. All right, so I'm going to use Root Grenade to kill this guy so we don't get cursed. Oh, we do get cursed. All right, so it looks like Root Grenade damage is different from regular grenade damage. All right. So if that was a regular grenade, if I use like a powerful grenade or something like that, uh-oh. If I use a powerful grenade, the sore loser would have died without cursing me. I think that's a bug that, pretty sure Daniel found that one. Yeah, we're shredding now. Just want to get that Inquisitor out of here. I'm just gonna leave him. Let him sit in that little cubby with his thoughts. Another great thing about Alucard's sword, and I think it's like this with Tonfus too, is when you get the... Yeah, it's right there. So whenever you hit an enemy, it enables the crit for the next 3 or 4 hits or whatever it is. You can use that on any enemy. It's not just the one that you hit initially, so it's really good. I like it a lot for crowds, like you folks have been seeing, just kind of shredding through. Skill issue, Mr. J. Kaler, yeah, it was probably a poison, probably status effect or something like that. Parry timing, cool. Cold. Yeah, I feel like it takes a while to know every enemy's parry timing. You know, what do you call them there? The exclamation marks do help, but it's still tricky, especially when you're looking at things like the pickpockets from the bank and some other stuff where their timings just feel really strange. Where are you? Here we go. Oh, we got a legendary. What's up? Ooh, goodness. Double green. Let's take it. So that's a great thing about curse biomes, if you didn't know, is the rewards. Not only do you get a better, I think it's 1 tier up in the shop. So not only are the shop rewards better, but you also get a higher necklace, which is fantastic. All right, we're good. Ooh, Queen's Rapier. All right. Let's be a little bit slower than usual. Even though I get Vigor, I do want to try to play it somewhat safe, and this should, yeah, we should be good right here. All right, we got one more. Definitely going to use this. Definitely going to take that dude out instead of the elite slammer. Got him. Oh boy, we get 2 legendaries in one biome. I'm gonna take this over. Sickles. Beautiful. I think this is the end, right? Yeah, we're good. What do we got? Crusher. Yeah, I don't want any of these. Excuse me. Scroll minute. Hell yeah. Banned. Queen's Rapier, favorite brutality weapon. Sick. Alucard Shield's tough. Alucard Shield is like Iron Staff on a shield. Iron Staff is like Alucard Sword on an item. Tactic build. Blue Lily. Yeah, tactics builds can be so good. Unlock 3 BC. Should you spend time on 2 BC until you defeat all the bosses or move on to 3? So that depends. I guess it depends on how... Oh, Curse Ramparts, we're doing it. I guess it depends on how successful or consistently successful you can be in 2 BC. Because if you're getting a bunch of wins and you're feeling pretty good and your forge is nice and chunky, then I'd say going to 3 BC is cool. There's really not a huge difference in my opinion. But I would say maybe do the DLCs on 2 BC or lower BC if you haven't gotten all the items and outfits from them, because I feel like they're a little bit trickier. Yo, Quantity, what's up? What did you miss? There was a little bit of some technical difficulties earlier with trying to get into some Castlevania biomes, but that got resolved. And look at all these biters. Oh my god. Dude. All of that cursed artifact just went... So I just got biters 4 times in a row. That's so funny. All right, man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I think next stream's probably going to be next Sunday, so the 21st. I get a big one planned. So, what else? Quantity? Yeah. So we did Castle Outskirts. Took a little bit of extra time. Got a ton of malaise, as you can see here. And what do I want to do next? I think we're gonna keep it interesting. I'm gonna take Porcupine so we can get the extra hit off of Queen's Rapier there. Yeah, Rain. Yep, 3BC shouldn't be too big of a deal. If it is, just grind some Forge and do what you can to get some extra stuff. But yeah, 4BC is a bigger jump. Yeah, so Lily, that's by design. So I think there's a 9 or 10 or 11% chance of you to get a good dual stat, so you're not getting trolled. The game is coded for you to get more health scrolls than other scrolls, so that's not. It ain't just you. All right, let's see. All right, I still get vigor. Almost forgot about that. I was just gonna say, oh no. But yeah, I can't shake the biters off of this holy water. That's really funny. I think I cannot remember another time when that's happened. Usually you get them off in one roll, but I guess the game wants to make things tricky for me, right? What was that? But yeah, other than that, not sure if you were here, Quantity, but we got ourselves 2 legendaries in Corrupted Prison. One of them was on a altar. The other one was from just an enemy drop. So we got Queen's Rapier, which I threw in the backpack, and then the legendary Holy Water. All right, let me see if I can. There you go. All right, was straight. And yeah, see, Lily, so here's the thing. So I'm playing Survival. I got a dual stat for health that is quite normal. And I could be wrong. Again, this could be confirmation bias, whatever it's called, but I do feel like on lower BCs, I find dual stats a little bit more frequently. Wildest run you've ever seen me do, Kaylor, huh? We only have we're only in like the 3rd level too. Oh no. All right. Oh no. Oh no. All right, we're good. Nice. Queen's Rapier coming in with that stun. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a... I don't know what the right word is. Not underrated. That's not the right word. But I feel like Queen's Rapier in the backpack is not utilized by a lot of folks. I don't see it too often, but it's one of my... I wouldn't say favorite, but it's something I really enjoy. Something I really enjoy doing. All right, so this is gross food. How did I get the Red Death outfit? So I think... I don't remember exactly what BC it's on. It's one of the mid ones, so it might be if you beat Death on 2 or 3 BC, you get it. Might be 2, because I think it's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2, because I think it goes regular Death, and then Frozen Death maybe, and then this one, Edgy Death, or whatever it's called. So, yeah, I'd say try to roll it on 2BC. That should do the trick. I just got cursed and didn't see it. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Porcupine is underrated. I feel like it gets so lost because the other two, Acrobata Pack is so good. Armadillo Pack is such a crutch isn't the right word. That's terrible. It's such an useful utility. I use it as a crutch sometimes. It's so good, but Porcupine gets lost, man. Dracula's tough. Dracula's tough. Yeah, heart attack rain for real. Whew. We need to thank Kaylor for all of the anything that happens in a curse biome, good or bad. Blame Kaylor. Since I committed to that. And I think... I don't know, man. I think I might want to do Concierge. So I'm pretty sure I did... Yeah, I think I did Concierge the first run of my last stream, and I did Conjunct the second. So... I think that's what happened. So I think I'd like to... do Concierge. Yeah, Elite almost took me out, mister. For sure. Blue Lily, the Panchaku. It's a great album. Yep, damn vigor, I'm fine. Unless I take 2 hits in a row, Kaler, then I'm toast. Absolutely toast. Rain is not a 3.5 enjoyer. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Oh, flawless death with the Panchaku. That's amazing. Let me see if I can fix this too. I feel like this is a little off. Yeah, we're good. Oh, you misspelled it twice, Ghost Dude. That's funny. All right. 14. Doing good. Oh, it was such a good pull. All right, I'm gonna leave that stun grenade there, just in case I change my mind and I do go conjunct. That would be super helpful. There it is. All right, teleporter. So this is also a little bit similar to Outskirts, where Ramparts has weird teleporters sometimes, where they just don't spawn at the bottom of those little nooks that you can go down. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, we got some bats. Beautiful. I know buzz cutters are a huge pain, but I do like them when you have some sort of ranged attack like that and you're cursed. You can just, because they group so much, you just take them right out. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, one thing I did not do, besides the fact that I forgot that I had what doesn't kill me, I was gonna say I didn't leave any enemies in case we had a curse, since there's a higher chance of getting a curse when you take a curse biome, but we're straight. And that's the other thing, I gotta watch out for sore losers. If there is one on the map and we don't have enemies left, I'm not gonna engage with it. All right, so oh, it took fall damage. Thank God. Took fall damage, so we didn't get cursed. All right, so that's the food shop, pretty sure. And I got to be very careful over here. Again, because if there is a sore loser in this area, trying to get that. Ah, there it is. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to pull this guy up. And the thing is, so the sore loser doesn't actually attack you. It just kind of pops around. So I'm going to gently get this scroll fragment. Oh! I forgot I had Porcupack. Oh, no. That was really funny. I shouldn't have rolled. I should have just jumped. All right, so we got ourselves an interesting run here, right? So let's see. How can I do this? So I am... Like, generates a shield. I haven't looked at chat. I see messages. I see messages just being like, dude, what are you doing? All right, so here's... So first of all, I'm fighting what do you call it? I am going to do Concierge. So I get a little bit more cushion with that. I am not going to look in that shop in case it's mimicked. I'm going to keep what I have. But I did get the 60 door. So if there is a ranged weapon in there and it's a good one, I might roll wish on it. Get something that's going to carry me through. If not, we're in trouble. Calf. Dude. What a shit show. You missed it, man. I just tried to get a scroll fragment without killing a sore loser, and I got trolled. Stiletto, smoke bomb. All right, we're doing this. We're doing it. I could do conjunct. Kaler. Yeah, I could. I could have. Yeah, but it could mess things up more, especially since I like to parry and have the ice shield to be a little bit tough. Womp womp. All right, so what do I want to do here? I feel like it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe, all right, maybe I'll take Instinct for critical hits. I will take, for cooldown, maybe I'll take Blind Faith as well, so I can just get that stun grenade over and over again. And then finally, I think I'm just going to do No Mercy to hopefully make this end sooner. Sooner rather than later. Oh, you came in, Calf, you came in right when that happened? Dude, that's a riot. That's a riot. All right, we are in big trouble. Instinct does nothing. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, so let's do a little bit of Scarecrow Sickles on the side here. All right, I'm going to try to play it carefully. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. All right, obviously I'm not checking in on chat right now. All right, so we should get ourselves... There we go. I was going to say we'll get ourselves the aura. Good timing. I definitely do not want to use Alucard's sword as the aura's up. That just causes trouble. All right, we're good. All right, so here it comes again. Just try to get a little bit of distance. So we're going to do this and then jump. Stun. Not going for crits because of the movement. I do not have an extra jump, but he does. All right, just keep it cool. Keep it cool. I've done this 100 times, man. I've done this 100 times. Jump. That. Jump. Stun. Boom. Oh, man. Whew. Good grief. Good grief. Oh my god, I'm like a little dizzy after that. Holy crap. Whew. So, Calf, I think you're good luck, man. I think you're good luck. Frantic Sword? Nah. Alright, so I think I'm going to roll back to... what I had for free mutations. I got plenty of money to reroll. So, definitely going to take Vigor. Or, yeah, take Damn Vigor. What did I have? I had Porcupack. And then I really haven't been parrying that much, so I feel like that, I feel like I might just do Necro. I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do you think I should take for my third mutation? Kaler, fucking clean. It was. Blame Kaler for my greatness, mister. That's so funny. Uncle Sam, wow. What's up? Welcome in. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming to hang. Yeah, Kostube, I realized that afterwards I was coaching myself. Necro Gastro. Yeah, I'll just take Necro. All right, we'll do it. All right, so what do we have again? I think Black Bridge, we get a bunch of stuff. I think someone said Shrines earlier. I might rock Shrines. Calf, do you have any preference, dude? Do you have any preference on where I should go, Calf Pal? Kayla, I'd ask Kaylor. You've had way too much influence on me today. While he's thinking, I just want to show you all this sick insulated cup I have. It's got a astronaut, dead astronaut. There we go. Unbelievable. Shrines. All right. All right. What's the over-under that I get taken out immediately? What's the over-under that the first trap we see is going to absolutely decimate this run? Yeah, if I want this stream to end, go to shrines. All right, and I don't have enough malaise. All right. All right, go home. We did it. We did it. All right, so the curse. So we got a food shop here first. And then dude's going to probably come back up. Yep, there it is. Got him. Let's see. Do I want... Yeah, I might as well take this. Dodging does Toxic Cloud. See ya. All right, so there's the curse. there's some damage. All right, so like I always do, I feel like I've said this a few times, so apologies if folks have already heard this. I'm going to... I thought there was a platform under there. That's so funny. I'm going to go ahead and just scope this whole area out. I'm going to kill any enemies that I can, just so that way, when I do take the curse, we triggered all the traps as much as possible. See? Trigger all the traps. Get a good layout, or a good view. All right, so let's do this backwards. So we have ourselves a spike trap there. There is... I do have malaise, so I'll be seeing enemies spawn in. We got a crow. Gonna wait till that piece is out. Shrines all the way down. Rocked by a bird. Don't choke, gamer. Ain't over till the fat curse sings. Quite true. All right, so this is a move. So Flint doesn't cause any sort of movement. So I could take Flint, so that way I'm not getting positioned differently, but I also feel like Alucard Sword's been fine, so we'll just roll. Safe play, yeah, safe play is to farm malaised enemies. That's quite true. There we go. All right, so I think there was... I heard something. All right. So there was a spike trap right here, right? Yep. And then... All right, so we made it to the portal at least. All right, we're good. Again, I gotta remember that I have... I got Vigor, so a little bit of extra cushion. Let's teleport behind this dude, and then get this. All right, we're straight. We're good. Good news is you can only get one curse in shrines, so we're done. We're done. So all I got to do is just make sure I can make sure I can perform. I think that's the best way to put it. All right. All right. So I'm gonna just clear these dudes out. Little stun action here. All right, we're good. So I don't want to jinx it, but aside from taking a couple of dumb trap hits, this has been fine. This has been fine so far. Flint is pretty stupid. Yeah. Okay, this is the... I think it's called Red Death outfit. We were just talking about it a bit. I think you get it from Death Castlevania DLC if you beat him on 2BC. Vinay, are you late? No. We're however long this into it, we're going to do a run. I'm going to try for a full run so we get another few biomes. I just meant quick stream as in I think the last stream was like 3 or 4 hours or something like that. Good legendary. Bro is balling. Do I play on keyboard and mouse or controller? I play on controller. All right, so the first thing we see is Hayabusa boots, baseball bat, and Tesla coil. I'm not taking bat. I don't know. I never use Hayabusa boots. Should I take this just to roll, or should we do double Tesla, like just really shred through things? You know what? Let's have some fun. Yeah, Tesla's the move. I'm going to take this over stun grenade so we can drop 2 of these. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so let me just obviously go down one path at a time. Let's see if I can... Oh, we got a challenge rift here too. Hell yeah. Oh, and the Tesla... Oops. Tesla does Poison Cloud, which is probably my favorite turret affix. Especially since it's easy-ish to also get plus... What do you call it? Plus 80 to a poison target. The other thing, too, now that we have Tesla, this opens up the option for support for bosses, which I think is going to be really helpful. But I've been rocking Alucard Shield for quite a while. I think I bought this in... Where did I buy this? Did I buy this in Outskirts? I think I did. So both for scaling purposes and for the purpose of stream variation, I do want to switch it out at some point. Let's see. Did I go in here yet? I did not. Yeah, I'll do the same thing for Sickles. I've been leaning on that a lot. It's good to mix it up. Yeah, we're green and we don't always get off-color Tesla. Never mind 2 of them. Never mind double. So that is it's a great point. I also love... I mean, having double Tesla is insane, but I feel like the timing on it is you can always pop one out. And we got another legendary? Dude. This run is something else. What are we looking at here? A legendary cat? You got to take the cat. It's a big cat. All right, so what are the chances? All right, this would be super sick. What are the chances that we could get ourselves after the next boss, if we flawless the next boss and get ourselves another main legendary, we could finish this run with 4 legendaries. That's hysterical. I think that's the vibe. I think that's what I'm going to go for. So what I'll do here, since I have a little bit of time to think about it, I would like to go giant, since that generally is the least difficult boss to get a flawless on. So if I get the flawless and I get a legendary, that'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, Kaylor, this run is wild. Legendary hand hook. That'd be amazing. Staff we're not going to take. I think we got ourselves... So I think that's a weapon shop. So that's crazy. So I forget what the percentage is for legendaries. You're almost guaranteed to find one in a run. So finding 2 is abnormal but not unheard of. But finding 3 right? Yeah, because all of these legendaries were ones that I found on the map, not the ones that I got. Yeah, because it was, what do you call it? Flawless concierge, so I got the frantic sword there, and I chose not to take it. But anyways, getting 3 random legendary items in a run is pretty unheard of, so I've been very fortunate. See, and this all goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. Sometimes feels like, you know, the odds are against you, got to push through. If I decided to not stream today, this run would not have happened. And this run is absolutely sick. I mean, the big thing is I just got to make sure I don't choke. I got to make sure I don't choke like last weekend. Where's this, we got shop or chest? Chest. I've also been rocking this ice shield the whole time. I haven't really used it that much. Even when I was using what doesn't kill me, I didn't parry too much, so might be worth even if I do not find a legendary for the second skill or a second weapon slot, it might be worth switching out. Oh, I got a rift too. Oh my god, thank you so much. Totally forgot. Sorry, just catching up here. Legendary cat affix. It's bigger and it does more damage. So that's pretty sweet. And look at the synergy on that too. Poison and bleeding. Dude, peak streamer luck. To be fair, the Tesla was from Shrines. That is correct. Necro's putting in work. Enough coin to re-roll some stuff. Oh yeah, I'm sitting on a nice little chunk. All right. Let's see. Beautiful. So Kaylor, you might remember. My memory is I'm already shot. So what were the 2 legendaries I got in Corrupted Prison? Oh, it was Holy Water. I got the legendary Holy Water. So technically, I've gotten two fixed legendaries. One from the Concierge that I recycled, and one from Shrines. But the other 3 were random drops. Man, what a run! What a run! All right, broadsword. No thanks. So we're straight, right? I think I might take a quick peek. I think this is a weapon shop. I'm gonna take a quick peek in here and just see if we got anything tasty. There's also a part of me that's like, I've been rolling so much with Alucard's sword and it's been doing so well that I might not want to change, but yeah, we're only going from a 7 to a, what do you call it? 7 to a 9, so it's not a huge difference. Tombstone, probably should have taken that. Nah, we'll roll. Thank you, Kaylor. Yep, challenge rift. The other good thing about the rift is I have Explorer's Instinct, so we'll be able to see the layout before we get in there. And I haven't touched the food shop yet, so I can grab food, potion, whatever, if I need it. All right, we'll take this for the jump and the health. We'll see how it goes. I was just gonna say this should be fine, but every time I make a comment about how it's gonna be fine, there we go. There it is. I didn't even have to finish that sentence. The sentence finished itself. Unreal. All right, this is pretty standard, right? And then this, and then we're good. So I don't think I'm gonna hit the food shop. I'm not gonna hit the food shop. I got Necro. And since I want to go giant, we're gonna do Sepulcher. Sepulcher to giant instead of taking Shrines or Clock Tower, since those 2 lock you into a specific boss. Tombstone's your baby. Yeah, Tombstone's great. Shark, What's up? First of all, what's up, man? 10% damage and 25 on turrets don't stack with multiple. Bummer. All right, so what do we got here? So poison bleeding. We got poison on this thing. Victims release toxic hit with each. Oh, that's perfect. That's beautiful. So I get the double damage without. What are we looking at here for damage? Yeah, we're going to get ourselves a nice chunk. All right, so I didn't even need to do that. That was a mistake. I'm just going to take the same mutations I just had. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oops. If there's anything that I've proven over the past couple weeks is that even though I can slow down and give advice and everything, I still make awful decisions. All right, let's take a quick peek, see what we got up here. Just want to make sure we're not going to walk into an elite or anything. Looks like we got a couple of paths we can take. There should be enemies here, right? Yeah, all right. So let's hope that this goes well. Again, I'm just going to take a quick peek down here. So in case one pathway is all right, in case one pathway gets jammed, we'll have a backup. Double cat. Oh wow. All right, so it looks like we're only going to have that one pathway. All right. Fingers crossed. This run's too good to blow. Yeah, cursed chest is usually pretty early in Sepulcher. I almost. Do you know what I almost called this? I almost called this Banjo-Kazooie instead of Rhythm and Bazooki. I was gonna say I'm gonna recycle the Banjo-Kazooie. That's fine. All right. Gonna focus for a bit. All right. Got an Inquisitor here that I don't want to deal with. All right. Shred those. And then I'm just going to drop both Teslas. Yeah, we're fine. So, Kaylor, there is a chance. I don't know if this is true. Maybe Shark or someone else in chat would know. But I heard that you can only get double curse chests before the first door. So, like, it's not going to be later in the level. Again, I can't remember where I heard that, so it may not be accurate, but something somebody said at some point. Alright, so that's an enemy door. Gonna keep that where it is, just in case I do find a second curse. Alright. It's one thing I do not like is when you hear the malaised enemies come in and you don't know where they are. Not a big fan of that. So usually they're like Inquisitors or what do you call them, Grenadiers or what are they, Automatons, dudes from the clock tower. But I don't love it. I don't love it when that happens. Sometimes it's after a teleporter or two. Vigor, damn Vigor, save us. Banjo-Kazooie, yeah, that's the new name for this thing. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I was a little sick earlier this week. I feel like it's still hanging out a bit. Curse clear before the elite. Total luck. Yeah, Shark could be later in Sepulcher. It's possible. Don't die. Mummy body slam. I see a door. I see that E door. Where is it? Oh, there, Kaylor, that's hysterical, dude. That's really funny. That's really funny. I'm not going to take it because we're going to try to max out legendaries if we can, but that is quite funny. All right, beautiful. Ah, Queen's Rapier just destroying. Just love it. So that's, I mean, I think, so if, what are we looking at? 78%. So I think it's, obviously it's additive, so I'm pretty sure we're getting plus 156 damage from the Queen's Rapier in the backpack. It's nice. Nice. Quality, thanks for hanging. Hope you have a good rest of the day or night. I can't remember. I don't know where you are in the world, but hope you have a good rest of your day. All right, so that is also an enemy door. I'm just going to let that roll. All right. Again, Queen's Rapier in the backpack. Such a cool vibe. Wolf Trap, don't need. Another cool vibe, I like putting the giant comb in the backpack. That's a lot of fun because it'll knock enemies up in the air. I like to use it with Pure Nail, so you can knock dudes in the air and then use your upward attack to get some crits. It's, again, little meme-ish, but I find it really funny. Right. Alright, so I could recycle that. I'm going to leave it just in case. It's funny, I'm playing survival, and I have decent health, and I have Necro, and I still want to play it safe. Alright, so what do we got? Alright, so we got a scroll fragment down here, and a skill shop. We do have the chance to get another challenge rift, which would be fantastic. May not happen, though. Good, there. Yo, that was insane. I can't believe that just happened. That was out of control. Out of control. In before Mimic. Scythe and Tombstone together? I don't know. That's a great question, mister. Okalo, yeah, I get the chest in Sanctuary sometimes soon too. Sometimes towards the end. I feel like it pops in the beginning more often than not, but I have seen it in the end, like after you press the switch. Comb and shovel, interesting. Oh yeah, because shovel's got the little arc that goes up. Scripted, yeah, absolutely scripted. All right, so let me. I'm gonna open this up. I'm not gonna take it yet because I get 59. So I'm going to open this up, hit the shop. Also, not going to take anything just in case it is mimicked. And then we'll go through the 3 and 4 BC doors here. Get at least one kill. Get the 60, and then find something good to take into Giant. Right. So, Kaylor, what you were saying about shorts, like, that would be the perfect short. That would be the absolute perfect short. So, I don't think this happens. But does anybody know if Queen's Rapier, when it does its reality slash, does it change the Giant's attack cadence, right? So if I hit his hand with it, is it going to slow things down a little bit? We'll take the double extra jumps. Because I feel like that might be the move over Alucard's sword, but I don't want to put myself in a position where it could be worse. I also have time to look at the shop, obviously, so there might be something good in there too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is a nice short one too. Right? Oh, that one was nice. All right, so we're straight there. Let's check out the weapon shop. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna look at the 4 BC door first because that also has something in it. Where the hell is it? Right here. So I think the 4 BC door is an item altar. I'm pretty sure because it does not have a chest icon. Yeah, there it is. No thanks. Oh boy. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, Kiwi, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. You're back, and I'm still here. You missed some sick luck, dude. I got 3 natural legendaries, and I literally just made a joke about finding a challenge rift, and I walked over one. It was absolute perfect. Like Kaylor's saying, it was completely scripted, absolutely scripted. How it's an enemy door? Yeah. So in Sepulcher, the 3 BC and 4 BC doors always have enemies behind them. This may not be smart. I want this punishment. All right. They always have enemies behind them. So I like to leave them for last in case. Oh, here we go, baby. We're doing it. I like to leave them for last just in case I get a curse late or something ends up happening. So there's always a little bit of extra cushion in case I need it. I'm not going to grab this. Prefer not to. And then we're going to go through this tiny little trap room and then hit the giant up, and let's hope for a flawless. Right? Let's hope for a flawless, and let's hope for if we get the flawless that we get ourselves a second main weapon legendary. We're good. Gold Digger, let's go. 60-40 mimicked. Yeah, I bet you if I went into the skill shop, I have a feeling that might have been mimicked. Ooh. Do I want this instead? I do not. Why do you Kiwi, why do you miss the wild things? Let's go 40%. No. Let's go 40%. Poison, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep 80 to poison because we got the toxic cloud on the Tesla. All right, what are we doing here? We're going to do support first and foremost. I'm trying to think of what else we could do for damage. Maybe combo. Combo's not great off color, but I feel like that would be decent. Do I have bleeding on this thing? I don't. I'll say maybe open wounds would be decent, but I feel like, what do you call it? Gold Digger's a little slow. I don't want to take damage, so I'm not going to grab Vengeance. Maybe combo no mercy. Bow's good. I like Pierce. I like Pierce better because you can kind of take out a whole row of enemies, but they're, depending on the bow, it can still be good without Pierce. Shark. Stagger pauses enemies till the ending finishes. Bit more complex, I suggest. Yeah, so I'm not going to... I mean, I already got Gold Digger, but that's good to know that I wouldn't want to take Queen's Rapier in there. Free pizza. Hell yeah. Yeah, this has been a wild run of a treat. All right, so I'm just going to do combo no mercy. It's fine, right? It's fine. I'm just trying to get through here so that way I can, again, hopefully get the legendary. Oh, we also have Hand of the King, too, if this doesn't work out. All right. Let's see how this goes. Good. We're good so far. Can I get the hand? Yes! Yes! Got him. Got him, got him. Oh, that felt nice. Again, Giant's probably the easiest boss to flawless, but I get a little bit of extra money in the fight on this one, so that felt extra nice. All right, so we'll get ourselves one more scroll. So if I go straight to Hand of the King, which I think I'm going to do, if I go straight to Hand of the King, we'll come with 31. Yeah, that's fine enough. Melted. Yo, Coastube, thanks for the GG, man. Raymond, melted. Peace. All right, what do we got? Watch this be a curse sword. No, it's a root grenade. Ah, bummer. All right, so maybe Hand of the King will give us something tasty. And if not, even though it's not an all legendary run, this has still been out of control. This has still been a fantastic run. Just gonna keep what I got. Oh yeah, I have cutscenes on. I feel like if I don't, they kind of throw off my timing a little bit. Insufferable, I know. So I think what I want to do with the Tesla here is just drop one, wait a few seconds, then drop another just to make sure that that poison cloud affix stays out. Oh, there it is. How about this, huh? Goes from let's get a perfect to throw in the run. Wow, what a bummer. All right. I'm putting too much pressure on myself. Yeah, we're doing great damage. We're fine. There you go. Legendary door. That would have been sick. Legendary taunt. Yep. Can I get some womp womps in the chat for that miserable, absolute miserable End of the King fight? All right. Before I hop in here, I think most of us are on 5BC, but once I go past this door, we're looking at some 5BC spoilers. There's a level in a boss, so if you don't care too much about the level being spoiled and you haven't gotten here, hang out for a bit. If you don't want to see anything, now's a good time to dip out. If you do dip, thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging on this random, technically challenged stream. Such a Dead Cells moment. I know. I love the womp womps. Thank you. All right, so we're going in here. Again, 5BC level spoilers, and then after this, we're going to have 5BC boss spoilers. I'll say something else by that point, too. All right, so what are we going to do here? I want to get rid of biters. I don't love victim slow. I also don't want to spend too much money on rerolls because that caused a problem for me last run. All right, so let's see. So we're going to do Necro. What else could I do just to make sure? I think I'll do Recovery. I feel like I'm going to go all defensive here. I probably don't need Disso, but I might take it anyways. Just to have Rain. Yep, glad to hear that. Of course, you never know. I feel like, you know, there's a really good mix of folks that come hang between people who've been playing for a long time, 5BC, you know, beginners, people who are like in the middle. So just want to make sure that everyone's got the right info just in case. We're gonna do disengagement. I want to finish this run. No shame. Raymond, already spoiled yourself with 5BC spoilers? I did too. I saw everything before I actually experienced it myself. Kill by the book dues is slow down a good affix sometimes. Throws off timing a little bit, but if you can get your attacks off beforehand, it's pretty good. Good news about the book dudes is I have the Tesla coil, so that should take care of them pretty easily, but we'll see. Yeah, that should do the trick, but we'll find out. Right? There we go. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, horizontal attacks against the book dudes, librarians, are super not beneficial. They're not great. All right, what do we got? I feel like I don't want anything. Oh, cool. That's good. I don't want anything and I get nothing. So there we go. Be careful what I ask for. All right, so we're straight there. All right, let's continue. Is this the way? Yeah. I think one of the keys is usually through this lore tower. I could be wrong. Maybe this is the end of it, but yeah, that's it. That's the end of that. Yeah, Kaylor, that's the surprise, right? I took the Tesla coil 4 biomes ago, knowing that I would need them here. All right, so here we go. Maybe I can get some high cat action. Boom. Go home. Boom. All right. All right, we got ourselves a food shop. I think I might... Oh, and we got ourselves a good duel. This is sick. I think this is our third good duel, right? So we got 3 legendaries, 2 challenge rifts, 3 good duel throws. It's fantastic. Got him. All right, so here's elite number 1. All right, key. We're good. I think the second one's going to be probably up here in this area. I don't think it's going to be down because we already went down. Raymond, 3BC. Hey, practice. 3BC, getting through 2BC is nothing to shake a stick at. That's sick. Does running them into a wall stun them? So it doesn't stun them, Fizzo, but like they'll run past you. If I have the opportunity, I'll do it so you can see it. Colorless Peroglyphs. Peroglyphs is really good. Oh, you just said that, Rain. Sorry about overshooting. Oh, 4th good duel? Yeah, Kayla, you might be right. You may be right. Oh, something else I've learned. So I was going through my, not bestiary. I was talking to the dude at the beginning that has all your records, and I was just looking to see because I'm missing a couple of boss heads. I wanted to see like how many more, conjunctivites I'd need to win, etc., to get the head. And there was an entry for the skulls. So the skulls right here, there's an entry for those. So it keeps track of how many you killed, which is something I did not expect, but it's kind of cool. All right. All right, so we get 56. I don't really need anything from the kill door. One of the things that kind of sucks is that oh god. It could be a scroll. It could be a legendary. You guys want to take bets? Scrolls versus legendary? Based on how this run's going, it's probably a legendary. If I'm pronouncing this right, a blue fay. I don't know if that's how I'm pronouncing it, from Iraq. What's up? Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Hello. I think I said this earlier to someone else. Hello from the other side of the world. Cheers. All right, so what do we think? Anybody want to take bets on this? Scroll or legendary? Rain says legendary. Kaylor says legendary. Shark, start enemies being scrolls are incredibly disappointing. Raymond says scroll. I have a feeling, if I were to be honest, I have a feeling it's a scroll just based on percentages and how this run has been going, but it would be super sick if that actually was a legendary. Highest scroll count? That's a good question. I don't know, maybe like 35, 36. I remember in a previous version when there were actual scrolls on weapons, my highest was 41, but that was a while ago. They changed the, what do you call it? They changed the scaling. All right, let's have a look. Ah, there it is. Bummer. Like Shark just said, so disappointing. So disappointing. All right, what do we got here? So I think, where's the path? Did I already get the second key? I did. Can I get another womp womp? I feel like this has been a run of either, oh my god, look at this luck, this is insane, or womp womp, with not much in between. There you go. So that's how you can have the librarian overshoot. Obviously, it's easier to do when there's no enemies around, but... Alright. Got him. Oof. Dude. That guy didn't even spawn in. That was insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, we'll take this for a little bit of extra HP. You know, so far, again, I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't needed recovery or disengagement. It's fine. But my damage is so good, it's taking things out in 1 or 2 hits. It's almost like taking any additional damage boosting stuff wouldn't make a difference. All right. What's the over-under on another challenge rift? Probably 0. Probably 0%, but that would be insane. Definitely getting greedy. All right, good. All right, I'm going to pull this guy down so I don't have to deal with him up there. Boom. Man, Gold Digger just feels so fun. Like, I mean, obviously it feels good, but there's just like, man, what an amazing item. I feel like damage is fine. Damage is fine for bosses, but Alucard shield. For biomes, especially later in the game, like I feel like you can't beat it when it comes to survival weapons. It's just too good. Too good. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick peek in the weapon shop, or excuse me, yeah, the weapon shop. I just want to see if we get anything tasty in here. Gold Digger would be fine. I have an idea. What's the difference here? 10 to 11. That's I don't know. Yeah, we're fine. All right, so I think we grab this food and then we buy a potion. I think that's the move. All right. Where is it? All right, so we're at 100. Look at that. 17,000 HP on the dot. That's beautiful. It's so pleasing, right? All right. Just in case. All right. I got Mimic last time I was here. All right, so we're going to head up. All right. I'm going to rock out of here, and then I'll take a peek at chat. I haven't really kept up. All right. Made it. 40. Sorry, let me catch up. Okay, 40 possible. It was on an older patch. Yeah, you got to get super lucky with this current patch. Only 3 legendaries, 1 tank, 2 shot elites. Yep. Quarping. Oh yeah, I've heard that. I've seen that, Shark. That's happened a couple times by accident where I'll do a fresh file, I'll get true ending, and then game crashes, and then it starts me when I fight Hand of the King, and then you just keep getting more scrolls. I've seen that before, yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing, because I feel like it's something about the save points. I'm wondering if when you Because if you were an Astrolab or whatever it was, if you quit out and you go back in, it's going to bring you back to Astrolab. It's not going to bring you beforehand. I wonder, and I wouldn't be surprised if when you go to True Ending and you get back into the Hand of the King room, I wonder if it puts you in a state where it thinks Hand of the King is still there instead of an ending state. So that way, if the ending crashes, it brings you back before. Because I think when you go through the lab after that, it's not the same layout. You know, I think there's some different stuff in there. All right, so let's... You guys want... Let's do the dumbest thing possible. I think that's what I want to do. I want to do the dumbest thing possible. I'm forcing it. I am forcing it, but I don't care. I could also just do 4 Tesla coils. All right. We got it. We got ourselves 4 legendaries. Absolutely forced it, but it doesn't matter. I am gonna roll. I'm gonna roll this off. Toxic Cloud, Toxic Cloud. All right, so I have a few bucks here. All right, we're doing. Let's do this. Let's make a huge mistake. I love huge mistakes. We actually have some good synergy here though, because Vampire Killer roots and Queen's Rapier does 75% on rooted targets. All right, so let's do disengagement, and then we're gonna do support. I should take Dead Inside. No way. No way. Do I plan on making music? You mean more music? I don't know. Maybe. I've been writing tunes, but I don't think it's for the videos. Wish. Yeah, mister. We'll do it. Dumbest thing possible. I should have kept Holy Water. Yeah, maybe over the cat, but at least we'll do some stuff. Mad run ending with a mad decision. This could go awful, Kaler. I mean, I do have 17,000. I took disengagement this time. We'll see. But here's our prerequisite. This is the big spoiler. So if you've been chilling, you don't want to get the actual end of the game spoiled. 5BC boss, now's the time to peace out. Like I said earlier, if you do choose to leave, thanks for chilling today. This has been a great run. This has been friggin' fantastic. Vampire Killer used to not activate the root affix. I think it's fixed now. No legendary. Ah, Kiwi. God damn it. Yep. Let's get spoopy. Yeah, this is total madness. This is. But here's the thing. I blew that last run so hard at the end of this game. I had no flask coming in here or whatever. If I blow this one too, then whatever, dude. Whatever. How often, I feel like, I don't know, how often have we gone through the game with the same kind of builds and the same mutations and whatever it is? You know, I feel like this is a horrible decision that we might have some fun with, right? All right, got some good damage. All right. So a little slow, a wee bit slow. All right, so let me see. So I think if I hit Legendary Vampire Killer, yeah, it does root for a bit. All right. Is this the... Oh my god, are we at the last drink? Yo, we are at the last drink. Ah, there's the hit. I thought I was going to be able to get through flawless. Yo, can we please talk about how disengagement just absolutely destroyed that? Oh my god, dude. Yo! Holy shit. Oh my God. That was, woo. That was nuts. I got to save that fight. That was absolutely nuts. Oh my God. I almost threw. So wild. 1 HP. Ah. Sorry to make it stressful for all y'all, but this is a run we are all going to remember. No one is going to forget this run. Nobody's going to forget it. Hash tofu, what the hell? For real. Bro. Absolute madness. This run was, look at how huge that cat is just hanging out on my shoulder. Oh, that's amazing. All right, so obviously, gonna go out, gonna stop streaming in a minute here. Once I get back to PQ, I want to just take a quick look at the end of that fight since I was like stuck in it. I knew it was happening. Panic, like my hands are super sweaty. That's also, look at the cat just floating. It's so funny. Obviously I've played this game for a long time, but it's, something special happens when you still get nervous and you still, like, my hands are so sweaty. It's unbelievable. Average final boss fight. Big cats, yeah, mad giant. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. No idea what the hell I'm doing. Actually, let me check something real quick. I think 2 or 3 people asked about this. I just want to verify the BC for the Red Death outfit. So we're looking at 0, 1, 2. Yeah, so it's 2 BC. Excuse me. Good God, man. That was a wild run. That was and it's so funny. So when I first was streaming, I was like, you know what? Like, this is a mess. Like, I'm not going to save the VOD, but I am absolutely going to save the VOD for this so other people can enjoy. All right, so do we watch the whole fight? I don't want to watch the whole fight. I just want to watch till the end because that's where I ended up taking the hits. All right, let's see this again. Insane. Right, so we got good dodging here. I did a pretty good job with that. And then good dodging here with the timing. And then also good dodging here. And then boom. So I went one into the other. So I heal. Dude, look at the timing on that. And then I get shredded. Dude, 1 HP, 0%. Out of control. Out of control. Sam coming in hot at the very end. Dude, if you wanna see something wild, watch that last boss fight again. That was insane. All right, y'all. This has been one hell of a day. It's been awesome. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I know a lot of us have been here. Kaylor, Rain, Mister, a bunch of us have been here for the whole stream. So I super appreciate it. Planning a big stream next Sunday. I'm thinking about doing, instead of making a video, I'm thinking about doing a live stream where we go through all the items and do a super quick revised tier list. So I think we're going to do that next Sunday, Sunday afternoon, because the Patriots aren't playing until the evening and I got plenty of time. But again, thanks everyone for chilling. Kiwi, yeah, one more hit and it would have been done. Totally done. Thanks for the GGs. Again, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck out there and catch y'all soon. Peace, friends.